Good morning. December in Western Europe is off to a wild start, with the Atlantic sending a relentless series of storms our way. Instead of peaceful winter mornings, we're facing powerful winds and heavy rain, making this month unusually stormy. The ground is already saturated, so any extra rain will quickly cause problems, flooding, travel disruption, and more. Warmer than average Atlantic waters are fueling these storms, turning each low-pressure system into a powerhouse before it hits our shores. This isn't just one storm, it's a conveyor belt of bad weather demanding our attention and preparation. In the next sections, we'll break down what Gale-Force winds really mean, highlight the hardest-hit areas, and share practical tips to keep you safe. Let's dive into what you can expect and how to get ready for this blustery December. Gale-force winds aren't just a dramatic phrase, they're strong enough to make walking difficult, send branches flying, and disrupt travel. Picture trying to walk against a wind that pushes you backwards, while rain lashes down so hard it overwhelms drains and turns roads into rivers. This isn't a gentle shower. It's like turning the tap on full blast, quickly flooding streets and swelling rivers. The real trouble comes when wind and rain combine, sideways rain, near zero visibility, and a higher risk of damage to trees, homes, and roads. Driving becomes hazardous, with buckets of water hitting your windscreen and gusts making steering tough. Landslides, flash floods, and power outages are all possible when these elements hit together. So, when you hear gale-force winds or heavy rain in the forecast, it's time to check your plans and prepare. Awareness and readiness are your best defences against what's coming from the Atlantic. These storms are targeting a wide swathe of Western Europe, especially the UK, Western France, and the Iberian Peninsula. The UK's western and northern coasts will take the brunt, with Cornwall, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland facing the first and fiercest impacts. Western France, from Brittany to the Basque Country, is on high alert for coastal flooding and erosion, with vineyards and farmlands at risk. Northern Spain and Portugal, usually milder, will see torrential rain and strong winds, raising the threat of landslides and river flooding. Even southern areas like Lisbon and Andalusia won't escape periods of heavy rain and gusty winds. If you live in or plan to visit these regions, stay updated. Conditions will change quickly, and being informed is crucial. What's behind all this wild weather? It's the low-pressure systems spinning over the Atlantic. These weather engines form when warm, moist air from the tropics clashes with cold Arctic air, creating powerful storms. The jet stream acts like a superhighway, steering these systems straight at Western Europe and fueling their intensity. This December, the temperature contrasts are especially sharp, making storms deepen rapidly, a process meteorologists call explosive cyclogenesis. As pressure drops, winds accelerate and the system pulls in ocean moisture, unleashing torrential rain when it hits land. So, when you see those swirling patterns on the weather map, remember, it's a powerful vortex, fueled by the ocean and jet stream, ready to deliver a punch. That's why this month's storms are so intense and relentless. Stormy weather doesn't just change the forecast, it disrupts daily life. Simple errands become challenges, battling wind, dodging puddles, and braving the elements just to get groceries. Power cuts are possible if winds bring down lines, so keep torches, batteries, and a charged phone handy. Gardens and parks take a beating, and closures limit outdoor options. School runs and commutes become hazardous, and in some areas, schools may close, forcing families to adapt. Even TV and internet can be knocked out, leaving some feeling isolated. The constant noise and disruption can wear on morale, so check in on neighbours and support each other. Community spirit is key to weathering these long, blustery days. Travel is one of the first casualties of these storms. Roads flood, visibility drops, and strong winds make driving risky, especially on bridges and exposed routes. Trains face delays or cancellations from fallen trees and flooding, while buses may be diverted or stopped altogether. Airports and ferry terminals will see disruptions, with flights and crossings delayed or cancelled due to dangerous conditions. If you must travel, check updates, allow extra time, and pack essentials like a blanket and a charged phone. The safest option: postpone non-essential journeys until the weather calms. A little planning goes a long way when storms hit. Stay flexible, stay informed, and don't take unnecessary risks. A few simple steps can keep you and your property safe during severe weather. Secure loose items outside. Furniture, bins, and plants can become dangerous in high winds. Check for loose roof tiles or fences and park your car away from trees if possible. Prepare for power cuts. Have torches, charged phones, and emergency contacts ready. Stay indoors during the worst of the storm, away from windows, and avoid unnecessary travel. Never walk or drive through floodwater. It's deeper and more dangerous than it looks. Check on vulnerable neighbours and resist the urge to watch waves on the coast. Rogue waves are deadly. Heed official warnings and stay a safe distance from danger zones. Community support and caution are your best tools for staying safe. Meteorologists agree. Western Europe faces a prolonged spell of stormy, unsettled weather. National weather services are issuing frequent warnings for strong winds and heavy rain, urging everyone to prepare for disruption. The jet stream is driving this pattern, and it's not expected to shift soon, so the storm conveyor belt will continue for weeks. Warnings are colour-coded. Yellow, be aware; amber, be prepared; and red, take action, pay close attention, and act accordingly. Official apps and news bulletins provide the latest updates. Use them to stay informed. While climate change may be making storms more intense, the immediate focus is on tracking and communicating these threats. Stay alert, follow expert advice, and be ready for rapid changes. The Atlantic is sending a barrage of storms our way this December, and preparation is key. We've covered what to expect, who's most at risk, and how to stay safe. Now it's time to put that advice into action. Secure your home, prepare for power cuts, and avoid unnecessary travel. Follow official weather warnings. They're your best guide through this stormy spell. This period will test our patience, but it will pass. Calmer days are ahead. Until then, look after your family, your neighbours, and yourself. Stay safe, stay sensible, and we'll get through this blustery December together.